You turn the key and nothing happens. No crank, no click, no sound at all. At this point, most people immediately blame the battery or assume the starter motor is dead. But in many cases, the real problem is something much smaller: the starter relay. The starter relay acts as a high current switch. It allows a small signal from your ignition key to control the massive current needed to crank the engine. If the relay fails, that current never reaches the starter and your engine won't crank, no matter how many times you turn the key. In this video, I'll show you the most common signs of a bad starter relay, what each symptom actually tells you, and how to properly test and fix it step by step, so you don't waste money replacing parts you don't need. Let's start with the most common symptoms of a failed starter relay. Number 1. Silence. No click, no crank. The symptoms usually include this: you turn the key and absolutely nothing happens. The engine doesn't turn over and you don't even hear a clicking sound from under the hood. What it means: this usually indicates that the starter relay is not engaging at all. Either the relay is not receiving power or the internal coil inside the relay has completely failed. When that happens, the electrical switch never closes, so power never reaches the starter motor. From the driver's seat, it feels like the car is completely dead, even though the battery may still be good. Number 2. Rapid clicking sound. The symptoms usually include this: when you turn the key, you hear a fast, repetitive clicking sound, almost like a machine gun. What it means: the relay is trying to activate, but can't stay closed long enough to send proper power to the starter motor. It keeps opening and closing rapidly. What needs to be underlined? This symptom is also very commonly caused by a weak or dead battery. That's why you should always check battery voltage first before blaming the starter relay. A low battery can mimic relay failure almost perfectly. Number 3. Engine starts intermittently. The symptoms usually include this: sometimes the car starts perfectly fine. Other times, nothing happens at all. You may try a few times, walk away, come back later, and suddenly the engine starts again. What it means: this usually points to worn or contaminated contacts inside the relay. Over time, dirt, corrosion, or heat damage can prevent the relay contacts from making a solid electrical connection. Sometimes the connection works, sometimes it doesn't. This intermittent behavior is a classic early warning sign that the relay is failing. Number 4. Starter stays on after the engine starts. The symptoms usually include this: you release the key or the start button, but you still hear a loud whining or grinding noise from the engine bay. What it means: this is one of the most dangerous starter relay failures. The internal contacts inside the relay have welded themselves together in the closed position, forcing the starter motor to stay engaged even after the engine is running. If this happens, turn the engine off immediately. Ignoring this can destroy the starter motor, damage the flywheel, and lead to very expensive repairs. In most cases, you cannot repair a sealed starter relay. The solution is almost always replacement. However, before buying parts, here's how to properly diagnose the issue. Step 1. Rule out the battery. Before blaming the starter relay, always start with the battery. A weak or failing battery can mimic the exact same symptoms as a bad relay. Turn on your headlights and then try to start the car. Pay close attention to what the lights do when you turn the key. If the headlights dim significantly, flicker, or go out completely, that's a strong sign the battery doesn't have enough power to crank the engine. In that case, the problem is likely the battery or its connections, not the starter relay. This quick check takes less than a minute, but it can save you from replacing parts you don't need and spending money on the wrong repair. Step 2. Locate the starter relay. Start by opening the hood. Look for the fuse and relay box. It's usually a black plastic box near the battery or along the fender. Remove the cover and check the diagram printed underneath. You're looking for the relay labeled starter or STRT. Step 3. The swap test. Easiest method. This is the fastest and easiest way to confirm a bad starter relay, and it requires no tools. Find another relay in the box that has the exact same size and part number. Commonly, the horn relay or AC relay. Remove the suspected starter relay. Remove the known good horn or AC relay. Swap them. Try to start the car. Results. If the car starts, the starter relay is bad. If nothing changes, the problem is likely the starter motor or ignition switch. This test alone can confirm the diagnosis in under 5 minutes. Step 4. Clean the terminals, if intermittent. If the problem happens intermittently, meaning the car sometimes starts normally and sometimes doesn't, remove the starter relay and inspect the metal prongs closely. Look for green, white, or rusty buildup on the terminals. This corrosion creates extra resistance and can interrupt the electrical signal to the starter. Use fine sandpaper or a small wire brush to clean the terminals until the metal looks shiny again. Make sure all corrosion is removed. Then reinstall the relay firmly and test the car. This is a classic intermittent issue. A very common example is a car that won't start in the morning but starts fine later in the day, or suddenly works after you remove and reinstall the relay. In situations like this, the starter relay is often not failed. The problem is an intermittent electrical connection caused by dirty or corroded terminals. Step 5. Replacement, the final fix. If the swap test confirms a failed starter relay, this is the simplest and most satisfying fix. Take the old relay with you to the parts store. Matching the pin layout and amperage rating ensures the new relay works exactly as intended. No guessing, no modifications. Once installed, push the new relay firmly into place until it clicks. There's no programming, no special tools, and no reset procedure. In most cases, this single replacement restores normal starting instantly, turning a no-starter problem into a quick, affordable win. A bad starter relay can look exactly like a dead battery or a failed starter motor, even though the relay itself is inexpensive and sometimes just needs cleaning. Misdiagnosing the problem can lead to unnecessary battery or starter replacements that cost hundreds of dollars. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more real-world car diagnostics, and let me know in the comments what your car is doing when it won't start. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.